All right, my idea for my dream project was to create a website called The Sandbox that would help anybody with interest to find the kind of small gems in the internet. Not just like cool website and stuff, but like mainly things that my idea was like videos, music, video games, especially video games. Like for example, with video games, there's a lot of main corporations and big companies like Call of Duty, the Halo series, Fallout, Bethesda, these really big companies. They create these games like Fallout 4 is coming out, and everybody knows these titles, but nobody. Some people don't really realize that the original Fallout game was not actually made by Bethesda. Like Fallout 1 was made by a very small company in the 1990s that was kind of a click pointer shooter game. Like nobody like it was like a small turn-based game. Nobody really takes the time to actually take a look at these things. But there's also a lot of small indie games like Space Engineers or Besieged or Drift or maybe even like Rust. These kind of games people don't really look at because there's a lot of mainstream new things that are coming up, and they kind of like cover up the really cool kind of gems that are kind of lost in this great vast you know desert that is the internet. And these cool little gems are kind of like the sandcastles. What I call it, that's why I would call the website the sandbox, because you're in this great vast you're in this great vast sandbox, and you're looking for these tiny small gemmed castles. So why not have a website that kind of points these things out? Like, oh, hey, look at this cool new music and look at this cool new game. You guys need to really check these things out. And also, there's a lot of older games that are kind of like older games and older medias that are just being pushed away. For example, Doom was the original revolutionary FPS first-person shooter game that many people don't realize that Call of Duty and Halo, this is where, modern first-person shooter games came from, with the storyline and kind of like moving your characters through a specific map and slaying demons from hell. But these things kind of get pushed aside, even though Bethesda is creating a new Doom, which looks amazing, by the way. But besides the fact that the older things are often taken and kind of passed on, so a lot of people forget about them. Like, and so why not create a website that kind of brings these things back, bring things that have been lost through the internet and through everything that's been new, and kind of re-show them to people, saying, "Hey, look at these things that have been lost, and hey, look at these new things that no one actually looks at." Because I feel like that there is a huge fan base out there that follows these kind of things, and no one's really providing the information and the means in order to get these kind of things. But so it makes it more difficult for you know simple gamers and casual gamers like myself who don't really want to play Call of Duty and would much rather play Space Engineers that no one's ever heard of on my computer for hours on end. All right, thank you, and I hope this counts as a good project. So.